My granddad gave my first card.
Matt Armstrong's journey from a young BMX rider to one of the most recognized automotive creators in the world is a story built on resilience, passion, and relentless hard work. Before he became famous for rebuilding wrecked supercars, Matt lived a very different life filled with risk and uncertainty. Growing up in Leicester, England, he spent much of his time around cars, learning from his father in the family garage. Instead of relying on formal education, he developed practical skills by watching, trying, and sometimes failing. At the same time, he pursued a professional BMX career, traveling across Europe and competing in events. While this lifestyle looked exciting, it was far from stable. Sponsorships barely covered expenses, and financial pressure was always present. Everything changed when a serious accident during a BMX competition left him with a dislocated shoulder, effectively ending his riding career. What could have been the end of his story turned into a turning point. With his BMX dreams over, Matt returned to his roots in mechanics. He began working on cars more seriously and started documenting his work on YouTube. At first, it was simply a way to share his progress, but over time, it became something much bigger. His early struggles, combined with his hands-on skills, laid the foundation for a career that would eventually reach millions of viewers around the world. The breakthrough moment in Matt's career came from an unexpected situation involving his partner's crashed car. Instead of walking away from the damaged vehicle, he saw an opportunity. He decided to buy the wrecked Audi TT and rebuild it himself while filming the entire process. This decision would change everything. The project introduced a format that would later define his channel, taking severely damaged cars and bringing them back to life step by step. Viewers were drawn to the honesty of the process. Matt didn't hide mistakes or failures. Instead, he showed every challenge, making the audience feel like they were part of the journey. Around the same time, he was working multiple jobs to support himself, including retail and bar work, while spending nights editing videos. His dedication was clear, even before the channel started generating income. Over time, his consistent uploads and engaging storytelling began to attract attention. When he took on bigger projects like rebuilding a Bentley Continental GT during the global pandemic, his channel experienced massive growth. This project proved that he could handle luxury vehicles, not just basic repairs. As his audience grew, so did his confidence. Eventually, he left his regular job to focus entirely on content creation. This was a risky move, but it paid off as his subscriber count and views increased rapidly, turning his passion into a full-time career. One of the most important reasons behind Matt Armstrong's success is his unique personality and the way he connects with his audience. Unlike many creators who present themselves as experts, Matt positions himself as a regular person who is learning and improving along the way. This approach makes his content more relatable and engaging. Viewers don't feel intimidated. Instead, they feel inspired. He openly shares his struggles, whether it's a broken part, a failed attempt, or a moment of frustration. This honesty builds trust and keeps people coming back. Another key element is his storytelling ability. Each project is not just about fixing a car. It's presented as a journey with ups and downs. There is always a clear beginning, middle, and end, which keeps viewers emotionally invested. In addition, Matt often includes his family and friends in his videos, creating a warm and welcoming atmosphere. His father, in particular, plays a significant role, and their interactions add depth to the content. These personal elements make the channel feel more like a shared experience rather than just a technical tutorial. As a result, Matt has built not just an audience, but a community. People don't just watch his videos for cars, they watch for the story, the emotions, and the human connection behind each build. The controversy surrounding the Bugatti rebuild marked a new chapter in Matt Armstrong's career, bringing both massive attention and serious challenges. When he decided to purchase a heavily damaged Bugatti Chiron from a salvage auction, many people believed it was impossible to repair. The car was not only extremely expensive, but also highly complex, with advanced engineering that few individuals fully understand. Despite these challenges, Matt took on the project, determined to prove that it could be done. However, things quickly became complicated when Bugatti refused to support the rebuild. The company reportedly blocked access to official parts by locking the car's VIN, making it nearly impossible to obtain necessary components through normal channels. This forced Matt to find alternative solutions, including sourcing parts from other vehicles and creating custom components. While some people admired his determination, others raised concerns about safety and authenticity. The situation became even more intense when public discussions between Matt and Bugatti representatives began to appear online. This turned the project into more than just a rebuild. It became a debate about control, ownership, and the rights of individuals to repair their own vehicles. The attention brought millions of views to his channel, but it also placed him under significant pressure. At the heart of this conflict lies a deeper issue that goes beyond one car or one creator. It highlights the tension between large corporations and independent creators in the modern digital age. On one side, companies like Bugatti must protect their brand image and ensure that their vehicles meet strict safety standards. A poorly executed repair could damage their reputation, even if they were not directly involved. On the other side, creators like Matt Armstrong represent a growing movement that values independence, creativity, and the right to repair. Matt has argued that if he is willing to take full responsibility for his work, he should be allowed to access the parts needed to complete it. Critics, however, point out that accidents involving such high-performance cars could have serious consequences, making the situation more complex. The debate has divided fans, with some supporting Matt's determination and others siding with the manufacturer's caution. Regardless of which side people take, the situation has sparked an important conversation about the future of car ownership and the limits of corporate control. It also shows how platforms like YouTube have given individuals the power to challenge established industries in ways that were not possible before. To fully understand why Bugatti is so protective of its brand, it is important to look at its long and rich history. Founded in 1909 by Ettore Bugatti, the company quickly became known for combining engineering excellence with artistic design. From the beginning, Bugatti cars were not just machines, they were works of art. The brand achieved great success in racing, winning major events and setting new standards for performance. Over time, Bugatti became a symbol of luxury, innovation, and exclusivity. However, the company also faced many challenges, including financial difficulties and the impact of global conflicts. After periods of decline and revival, the brand eventually became part of the Volkswagen Group, which helped bring it back to the top of the automotive world. The introduction of the Bugatti Veyron in 2005 marked a new era, showcasing incredible speed and advanced technology. This was followed by the Chiron, which pushed the limits even further. Today, Bugatti represents the highest level of automotive engineering, with cars that are both extremely powerful and extremely rare. This legacy explains why the company is careful about how its vehicles are handled, especially when it comes to repairs and modifications. In the end, the story of Matt Armstrong and the Bugatti rebuild is about more than just cars. It is a reflection of ambition, creativity, and the desire to challenge limits. Matt's journey shows that success often comes from taking risks and refusing to give up, even when the odds seem impossible. At the same time, the controversy highlights the importance of responsibility and the challenges that come with working at such a high level. Whether people see him as a hero or a risk-taker, there is no doubt that he has captured the attention of millions and sparked important discussions within the automotive world. His ability to turn complex projects